Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Science of Movement. My name is Dr. Sarah Matyko. I am the VP of Wellbeing at Sonic Boom. I have my bachelor's in exercise physiology and gerontology, my master's in OT. I'm a certified diabetes educator, and I have my doctorate in behavioral science with a specialty in lifestyle redesign. The reason that I am telling you that I'm a huge nerd is because I want you to know that everything that you learn today in our session is evidence-based and grounded in science. So it's information that you can trust. Today, we're going to explore the science of movement and talk about how not only does movement have a lot of scientific backing about the benefits, but it's also a way to help us improve our mental health and our overall well-being. So today, my goal mostly is to motivate you to keep moving. So we'll get right to it. Our brains have an evolutionary legacy. They are stimulated by movement, and our brains are optimized by exercise because of the way that we evolved. And our ancestors used to run down their prey, and when they did that, their brains and bodies worked in tandem. They not only had to sustain those high levels of physical exertion, but they also had to use their brains to read and respond to the environment to survive. So the brain and the body became well conditioned to support each other in this virtuous cycle. Today, our brains are the same as our ancestors. They still operate like our ancestors did. We still use the same cognitive systems to hunt and gather, except now we are sitting at computers, and our minds are still focused best when we're consistently moving, like we were back in the days when we used to hunt our prey. So now that we're sitting all day and we're not moving as much, we are having a lot of mental health crises in America. It's a huge topic, and this is in large part due to the fact that on a fundamental and biological level, our brains need movement to be optimized. It is really the key to mental health and longevity. So there's a connection between movement and brain development. Exercise isn't just good for our muscles, it also boosts our cognitive ability. Like we just talked about, our brains still need that regular activity to function optimally and maintain good health. Also, we'll talk more a little bit later, but exercise boosts neurogenesis and it improves the executive functions of the brain. It helps us enhance focus, decision-making capabilities, and neurogenesis is the process by which new neurons are formed in the brain. So this process occurs throughout our entire lives, and it's the region in our brain that is associated with memory, with focus, and with decision-making. So regular exercise is so important to our brains, and I really can't drive that home enough. Even though I'm only spending a couple slides on the my favorite part, the nerdy science. We have a lot of biochemical effects of exercise on our brain. When we exercise, the body releases neurotransmitters that play a role in our mood and mental state. So the gut is often called our second brain because when we exercise, it helps balance the microbiome in our gut. And our gut produces about 70% of serotonin and dopamine, which are our happy, feel-good hormones. They're neurotransmitters. And so when our gut and our microbiome is balanced, then our second brain, our brain, is also balanced and we have better mental health. Exercise positively alters our gut microbiome, which can improve our mood and our overall well-being. So it's not just that exercise loosely in the media is going to make you feel better. It literally, from a scientific standpoint, will improve your mood, and make you produce more of those happy hormones like serotonin and dopamine. So some real world impacts of exercise on productivity and mental health. The research shows that a 10-minute walk can boost creative thinking by up to 60%. Posture linked movement affects mood. So not only does mood boost problem solving and creativity for up to 2 hours post exercise, it also helps alter our DNA expression. So it strengthens our muscles, and it's beneficial to our gene expression related to fat storage and metabolism. It creates what's called an epigenetic effect. And that means that regular movement can have lasting health benefits beyond just calorie burning. So, and then the posture link movement, just simple movements. Try it right now while you're listening. Stand tall with your shoulders back has been shown to instantly boost mood and confidence by influencing the brain's serotonin and cortisol levels. And cortisol is your stress hormone. Additionally, integrating exercise into daily life. So what the research shows unequivocally is that it doesn't need to be daunting to exercise. It really can be as simple as choosing the stairs over the elevator or even having walking meetings. The key to physical activity is really to make it a regular part of your day, like an immovable appointment, like you would for a meeting with your boss. Make this the meeting that you do not cancel, because it has so many positive benefits for you. So a couple things, if you aren't already familiar with it, check out NPR's Body Electric Movement. So they partnered, NPR did, with Columbia University, and they wanted to find out, okay, we know that they know from research that sitting disease is the new smoking. Sitting is bad for our health. We all know it. We all know we should move more. So what they wanted to find out was, what is realistic? Because for a lot of people, I know I have a toddler and a busy life, and I sit at my desk way more than I should. It's just unrealistic to exercise for an hour at the gym every day, some days. And so they thought, what can we do to figure out how we can get people to move more, and what's realistic? What will people actually do? This is a behavioral science study. So what they found out is going to the gym for 1 hour is less effective than 5 minutes of movement every hour. So just getting up, stretching, moving, doing some jumping jacks, going for a quick walk. That is more effective for not only sustaining long-term exercise habits, but it also leads to larger change and a healthier lifestyle over time. And what they found is that is, people will do it and they will stick with it. But if you set a goal where it's, I'm going to exercise for 1 hour every day next week, it is unlikely that you will adhere to that goal over time, based on this study. So, moral of the story and takeaway is, the more often you move, the better. This is one of my favorite books. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And when I say this is one of my 5 favorite books, that is saying a lot, because I love to read. One of the takeaways that I love from James's book is win the morning. He talks about how your morning behavior sets your trajectory for the course of the day. So we all know this, right? We wake up in the morning and we grab our phone and we start scrolling social media. Well, had you woke up that morning and gotten up and went for a walk with the dog, or did some stretching, or maybe even journaled, the trajectory of your day is definitely going to be better. And there's studies and science to show this as well. So your actions are highly leveraged by the first thing that you do in the morning. If you make a bad choice, you are going to have a bad day. If you make a good choice, you are going to have a better day. And so adopting that approach in the morning, first thing when you wake up, is one of the best things that you can do to set yourself up for success for both your body and your brain. You and only you are in control. And I have to say that even though I'm the VP of well-being, there are many times when I wake up in the morning and I just grab my phone. And recently we decided that we are not allowing any devices in our bedrooms anymore. And I have to say that within 2 days, it has made a huge difference for me in terms of my mood, my energy levels, the choices I make in the morning, and I sleep better as well. So I encourage you to give it a try. And when you wake up in the morning, start by making a good choice and notice how much better your day is. James Clear also talks about exercise as a keystone habit. And keystone habits are those habits that are like the keystone in an arch. They help hold your life together. Adopting exercise, and you don't even have to call it exercise, adopting moving more as a keystone habit is going to create profound changes in your lifestyle. I could sit here and talk to you for days about the science that supports that, but the best thing that you can do is to make movement an integral part of your life, because it is going to create a lot of positive, not just mental and physical things happening for you, but also it has a ripple effect into your behaviors and your lifestyle as a whole. So really try to challenge yourself to set those goals and make movement that regular part of your day, and send me an email about how it has transformed other areas of your life as well. And then lastly, this is a great point by James Clear too. So specific plans like if it's 6 a.m., then I'll jog, can create mental cues that make exercise more automatic for you and reduce the effort needed to start. So try to use those implementation intentions by formulating specific plans. So like the example here, if it's 6 a.m., then I will go for a jog. That creates that mental cue action link that reduces the cognitive effort required to start exercising, and it will make the behavior more automatic for you. So try to set those small achievable goals that lead to regular physical activity, and it really will transform your life, especially those keystone habits and winning the morning. And then lastly, to close, I just always love this analogy. So we all have GPSs. We're all familiar with what they are. And when you're in your car and you make a wrong turn, your GPS does not say to you or scold you, go drive off a cliff and give up. And I encourage you to start thinking like that as well about the lifestyle changes that you need to make. Mistakes are inevitable. You are a human. You are going to make wrong turns. It's just part of being a human. None of us are perfect, and we all make mistakes, myself included. This weekend, my toddler had a birthday party, and I ate 3 cupcakes and probably could have eaten about 6 more. And it just happens. The problem is that when people do that and they fall off the wagon, what we usually end up doing is throwing in the towel and, okay, I ate 3 cupcakes. Now for a full month, I'm just going to eat bad and throw all the positive progress I made with my diet to the wayside. We've got to adopt that U-turn mantra, where at the next available moment, you make an authorized U-turn. So I ate 3 cupcakes at my daughter's friend's birthday party this weekend, but then on Monday, I started my day with a great workout, I had a healthy breakfast, and was back on track. And we need to do the same things with ourselves. Be gentle with yourself. You're a human. It is normal that you're going to make mistakes. It's how you get back on track by adopting that U-turn mantra that really matters and is going to set you up for long-term success. We did a Q&A session when we gave this webinar live, so I'm going to skip that now. But in summary, every step counts. Your brain and body are reaping benefits from movement. So get up and move. Even just 5 minutes is going to make a difference for you mentally and physically. And thanks again for all who participated in the Sonic Boom Battle of the Businesses. Here is my email address and my information. Find me on LinkedIn or send me a message when you start winning the morning. Thank you. Bye-bye.